on your job, nigga. Motivation. Haters better get on your job. Tell them. Haters get on your job, nigga. Motivation. Suck a nigga, get on your job if you.
Welcome to the BBC podcast. Your boy Tunchi again. Here for an afternoon interview. We're gonna go ahead and speak to my boy Eddie. Came across his YouTube, man. He has a lot of good content that we share a lot of stuff on. His ideas and his vision is very strong like ours. So we want to show you guys that there's a lot of things that like do need to be improved, and there's a lot of people that agree on things, man. We can really help out with a lot of people. So let me turn the table over to him, man, and introduce Eddie, and he can go over his YouTube and stuff like that and his Instagram. Go ahead, turn it over to you, man.
Yo, it's Eddie, aka Alex Sells. Glad to be on here, man. Privileged.
For sure, man. We're glad to have you.
Let's break this down, man. Let's hop right into it. All right, so for my YouTube channel, it's Alex Sells. I'm pretty sure Tucci's gonna put out a description out there somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyways, I'm all about self-improvement for the man. All right, my YouTube channel is strictly for guys. I want guys to see how the dating game has changed and how you can improve, your lifestyle and how you can approach the dating game, get better results. I want to see guys improve their lifestyles in general. I'm tired of seeing guys go out there, lose, and they're just focused on the wrong ideas. They're focused on just, I got to chase girls, I got to please women. And nah, dog, I'm telling you, if you do that, you're going to fail every single time.
Wrong road, man.
So I just want to see guys focus on themselves. And there ain't nothing wrong with being a little selfish on yourself, okay? Because the only person who wants to see you win more than you is going to just be you.
All right.
And also go follow the IG, it's the same as the YouTube. I'm all about just promoting men's mental health, improving their lifestyle, mentality, spirituality, physical fitness, and just the dating game in general, guys. So that's what I'm about.
All right, man. Glad to have you, man. Let's go ahead and start on the first thing, man. What do you think your insight on where men are lacking nowadays on being leaders?
Oh, man, this is a dramatic problem that I'm seeing everywhere I go. I swear, every time I step out in public, whether it be the gym, whether that be the grocery store, a library if you're in college or school or whatever, anywhere you go, you're just going to see guys bowing down to women and trying to please them, trying to make them the prize. And guys, you guys need to realize by you putting her on the pedestal is just killing the attraction rate.
Yeah, for real.
But a lot of what I'm seeing guys lacking nowadays is just their confidence in general.
Yeah,
you guys, a lot of guys are just scared to step up to the plate or scared of rejection. And men need to realize that rejection is going to be a big part of your life, especially when you first start your journey on self-improvement. You're going to be rejected by job offers, rejected by women, rejected by opportunities. And you just, as a man, you got to take accountability and you got to be accustomed to that. You got to realize, rejection might come my way, but is that going to let you deter you from your path? Nah, you shouldn't.
Exactly, man. A lot of people that you need to build up your self-worth, like sitting back and being depressed off just because you got rejected for something to go your way, and like giving up is that's just not the way to be. Like I see it all the time. I want to say,
I completely agree.
Yeah, I see it out here where we're
Matter
at.
Matter of fact, I think that should motivate guys.
Exactly.
If you lose or if you don't get your way, okay, focus on working on yourself. Take accountability where you can improve on yourself. That way you can apply it for next time. Us high value guys,
yeah, for real.
And I don't even like to call myself high value. I just live my lifestyle that way.
Yeah,
us real men out there, we may take L's, but we learn how to turn our L's into W's.
Exactly, man. Everything, like, if you don't know that life don't come with L's, there's always L's, but if you're working hard on it, there'll always be more W's than L's. Like L's is part of the process. It makes you what learns on how to repeat and what to keep on doing over and over.
Exactly.
All right. I see, man, you got a lot of videos, man. You're really, really big on semen retention. I'll see if you can school a lot of my subscribers on that. I've been meaning to get to it. I ain't meaning to get to it, but I mean, I want you to go ahead and elaborate with it.
Guys, semen retention is a huge part should be a huge part of every man's life. If you're not on it, you better hop on it right away. Okay. Your time and your energy as a man are the most valuable assets you'll have in this life. Okay. When you direct your energy to anything unproductive, if you ain't pushing in this life, you're going to be falling behind. So that energy you're using, wasting it on a phone screen to get some pleasure out of it is wrong. Exactly. It's going to mess up your mentality too and your neurology. All right, us men, don't you want to get your rocks off from an actual woman?
Exactly.
Like a lot of guys, I'll be honest.
No.
Like, a lot of guys are complacent, and if let's say they get rejected or if they go out to a public setting and they don't get their way, they're cool with, all right, I got my phone. I guess that's what's going to be my buddy for the night and some cocoa butter.
For real. And a lot of times too, man, like you guys are thinking about it, especially at the wrong times too, that you guys are actually not being active with something and sneaking away to do this stuff because you can't do it like wherever the hell you at. Like you making some personal time to be able to do that, man. You should be able to make that personal time to improve yourself and then step out and get the real woman instead of trying to reach for the screen.
Exactly. Use that time and that energy that you were wasting on busting nuts left and right on yourself. You could be using that, okay, where can I focus on? Where can I improve in my life? Whether it be financially, mentality, maybe you're looking for a new car. Focus on, okay, how can I increase my revenue or increase different streams of revenue so I can get what I want in this life?
How would you say for them how should guys like prioritize their goals?
How should men prioritize their goals?
Yeah. Like, would you say they do it?
It's good to have,
go ahead.
It's good for men to have goals. I completely agree with that. But at the same time, I feel as if you shouldn't just focus on the end goal. Because once you reach that goal, especially if you've been putting in work every day, you're bound to reach that goal. Then you'll become complacent. So like once you hit a pinnacle, you want to set a new one right away. And I feel as if me personally, how I approach this is when I'm setting goals, I tackle on what I got to do for the day. Okay, what am I going to focus on for just today to focus on to where I need to get in the future? I don't just focus on, okay, maybe I want 100,000 subscribers. I'm not focusing on just that. I'm going to focus on, okay, maybe how can I gain 10 to 20 subscribers today? Where can I improve at? Maybe I need to improve on my thumbnail. Maybe I need to improve on my title or my description or et cetera.
Exactly. Always, like I said, like taking like accountability to do improvement.
Exactly, man.
Right.
You already know the deal.
For real, man. It takes steps, man, but it's a mentality thing first and then to apply yourself, I feel.
Yeah, any progress is progress, man. I don't care how little it is. If you're making progress, you're killing it out there, dog.
Yeah. So speaking for yourself, like your location and everything, the way you at, women nowadays and their actions and the way they approach men and how they devalue men and like how they think there's just abundance mindset due to social networking that they can wake up every day and there's like 100 DMs in their box and they can pick and choose and who they want to respond to, whatever like that. How would you guide the guys on how to maneuver nowadays with a woman having a mindset like that?
Oh man, women's egos nowadays are inflated as hell, man. I can't lie to you. You guys got to realize this, okay? It's safe in 1950s where if you give a flowers or anything like that, she's going to really appreciate it. No, dog. You got to realize, okay, every day, maybe she's wearing yoga pants. She's going to get compliments left and right.
Always, man.
Another one.
That day.
Always.
But guys need to realize that you are the prize in the end. Okay? You got to learn that you're bringing the table, okay? What you're bringing, you're building the table, matter of fact, in that you need to have this self-esteem about yourself where she should be honored to be with you. You got to learn not to always, please her, praise her, put her on the pedestal. Dog, because you got to realize, like you said, there's everyone in her DMs.
Always.
She's walking out in public. 90% of the guys out there are just simps and betas. I'm not going to lie to you.
No, I get
so she gets compliments left and right. So then she's going to appreciate the guy that's not really giving her all that attention and that energy. She's going to wonder. We got to realize as men that women are just like, the way they think is just so, we're wired different.
Yeah,
okay?
completely
think different from women, all right? You may think, okay, I need to do this, when in reality, you probably need to do the opposite.
Exactly. Like a leader is actually there to lead and guide her throughout the way. Like you would say, like the beta, the yes man, the what do you need, what do you want? Like you're just giving the handouts. You're not leading her. Like that's not a masculine trait.
Exactly. You got, like I said, there's not a lot of masculine guys out there nowadays. So you want to be part of that top 10. I don't even think it's 10. I really think it's like 5% of us out there.
Very, very
really
small, man. Yeah.
And driven on ourselves, man. And you got to realize, since you're part of that 5%, she's going to want your validation. So then she'll go chase after you guys. I'm telling you, once you focus on yourself, once you realize, okay, I need to just improve myself, the women will flock to you. Exactly. I promise you. Money back guaranteed.
Exactly. You're hitting it on the money, man. You guys need to listen up. All right. How could you say, like I said, we fall back into the betas. A lot of the guys are giving the girls the yes, this, what do you need? And like they're trying to make their move and it's not happening. They're like, man, like the girls are like, nah, you might be a little useful. I mean, like I ain't gonna hook up with you, but you can be in the friend zone. I'll tuck you in the back pocket for a little while. Like, what would you say advice for the guy that's in the friend zone still wanting to like obtain that woman? Like, how would you give him advice to get out the friend zone?
Dog, I'm gonna be honest with you. There is ways to get out of it, but personally, me, I wouldn't waste no time or energy on that anymore. I would just dead it right away, okay? Because there are ways, but then you would have to go about a process to try to show her that you're not that kind of friend, buddy, wherever she wants to call it. And that's going to take time and energy away from what you need to do.
Yeah.
So you're going to put your energy and time into her when in reality you should just focus on yourself. And you got to realize as guys, like I said, sometimes we lose, we take L's.
Yeah,
so we got to learn how to cut our losses. And we got to learn how to turn that L into a W. So now next time you learn, okay, I'm not going to approach this situation when I'm talking to this chick. So I'm going to make her see that I'm that leader. She's going to feel my energy, matter of fact, because I feel that type of way about myself.
Yeah, for sure, especially with your presence, like the way you come to her.
Yeah, so for any guys out there that are in the friend zone right now, hey, it's cool. It happened to all of us. I'm being honest. It happened to me back in the day.
Yeah.
But I learned from it. I learned, okay, this is what I'm not going to do anymore. I held myself to an accountability and to a higher standard of myself, and I'm not going to take that BS anymore.
Yeah.
For anybody out there, don't take that BS, guys.
No, for real, man. Take that L, man, and keep it moving. So, can you describe to me what is your version of the beta male, your version of the alpha male?
Simple, man. Simple. Alpha male, leader. Okay, he's able to lead anybody, man or woman. He has a confidence about himself that's undeterrable. So like whatever anyone says or throws at him, it's not gonna faze him because he knows and realizes, okay, this is who I am. This is what I'm bringing to the table. On the other hand, a beta is gonna want to, simp for everybody. They're gonna be the yes man because they have no self-respect for themselves. So all a beta wants to do is please others. And by doing that, you have no respect for yourself. And people read that, okay? People can read that, okay, we could take advantage of this certain person, or we could use them for money, or we could use them for pride.
For sure.
And that's why you want those kind of people around you in the first place.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, if you have those kind of like people around you, that type of energy, cut that off too, man. But an alpha, he's all about himself. And he realizes, okay, his time, his energy, his monetary values, those are like the most important parts about him.
Yeah.
And he's not going to let no one just, use and abuse him. Hell no, get the hell out of
here. Yeah, for sure. That's like the fullness of the confidence. Like you'll see, like right through that stuff, you won't be letting people like use you. Like your time is too much. You don't let people extract time for you either. If they're around you, it's because they add value to your life, not extract like value from your life.
Exactly. We don't have no leeches around.
Yeah. Matter of fact, to piggyback off that real quick, what would you say for people who like can't let go of that friend that they know is using them, or they have a family member that's always like draining them all the time and always asking them for stuff and handouts all the time, or feeling they're entitled to stuff all the time? Like those are the people that are holding you down from getting to where you need to be.
I can understand this. Okay, maybe you have like a childhood friend ever since like from kindergarten or whatever, and then you guys, as you developed and grew up, you got certain expectations for yourself, and you want to live your life this way. And your buddy may be on the other side of the fence, and he's cool with just being complacent, going to his 9 to 5, getting drunk every other weekend, smoking all the time. And you gotta realize who you keep around you. The top 5 people you keep around you is really what's going to make and define you too as well.
That's true.
So when you have negativity around you, when you have laziness, complacent, that's going to just drag you down. And I know hey, you may be friends for a long time, but hey, maybe you could still be friends from a distance though. You may like support them from a distance, but you're not gonna keep that person around you. What you want around you as a man is people who have goals, ambitions, who are driven, who want to make something out of their life.
Exactly. How would you go about, like, I guess, keeping those people less around you? I guess I don't know whether you have to cut them off or just less around you so you can have more open space to build instead of getting dragged down.
Me personally, man, I've had to do it myself, and I've had to cut people off, man. I realized, okay, like I said, I got to be selfish, and I realized that's going to drag me down. I need to do what's best for me, and I know it may suck for a while. Hey, if you even got to, cut them off some like social media or whatever, you do what you got to do, man.
True.
I ain't one to judge. Every man is different.
All right. And what about the man who's on his phone? It's always goes back to social media, but he's on social media and he's looking at this woman that's like just way out of his league.
Like how should he approach that? Or like is he following IG models or something?
Yeah, I mean, like, he's like the woman that's out of his league. Like, how does he realize that he's reaching too far? That he's what he has available still at mom's house, might have a good job, car's not reliable yet, and he's reaching for a woman that like gets flown out and is on yachts all the time, or she's always in the party and all her food and all her stuff and her cell phone's paid for by another guy. Like how does he realize to like, I might need to stop chasing this type of woman, or I need to get back up on the level of the guys that she's already dating?
That's exactly what you want to do. It's what you just said. You want to learn, okay, I may not be at where I'm at, like where he's at right now, but I want to be. And you're not going to never compare yourself to anybody else.
Exactly. You're your own.
Okay. Your only competition is the men in the mirror. And when you look in the mirror, you should be seeing a lion. And lions are out there every day. They're not the biggest in the jungle. They're not the fastest or strongest, but it's all about their mentality. When a lion wants to eat, it's going to eat. And when a lion wants to fight for its territory, it's going to fight. So you need to be the same as a lion, man.
Exactly.
And hey, I respect it. You have a higher standard for yourself too, for that IG model or whoever that person is getting flown out. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with having some standards for yourself. We all do.
Yeah,
okay? Don't settle for less.
For sure. And what would you describe, what is your version, like you said, like your description of a high value man?
High value man is always seeking to improve on his life every single day. No days off, man. Like, yeah, I understand you may need a day off from the gym or whatever, but you should be, okay, if I'm not at the gym, I'm going to learn how I can improve my business. How can I improve my mental health or my spiritual health, whatever. Or you're going to learn, how to become just more solid as a man, build a foundation for yourself, okay? I believe in King's disease, man. King's disease is we're always working all times, okay? We're building brick by brick on our foundation, and we're focused on, okay, I need to improve my empire. How am I going to do that today? You never become complacent.
Okay.
That's what a lot of guys are cool with nowadays. They get a girlfriend or they get a house and get married, and they're cool with that.
Yeah.
And
it's crazy, man.
me personally, I just can't see myself doing that. I don't want to look at the same ceiling fan my whole life. I want to be looking at different balconies out in different countries because I have that standard for myself, and I won't stop until I keep doing it, and I can't do it any longer. Until the wheels literally fall off my car, that's when I'll stop. And the brakes don't work and the gas doesn't work.
That's how he's supposed to do it.
Baby.
You see how he described that, man? It's to the T. You can see why he's speaking or how he's speaking, that he just actually has that drive in him. He's going to get it every day, every single day. Every day is an inch move forward to be like better and be and more improved. So like he broke it down exactly like to the T, perfect.
Exactly, guys. It's always good to have some standards and ambitions for yourself, goals, man. Don't ever become complacent. I see way too many guys cool with that. And when you become complacent, people are going to start taking advantage of you. Your woman might step out of line, yada, yada.
Yeah,
you're not going to put where you want to put your life, man.
Yeah, we just did an interview, and there's
guys, man.
there was this girl that came in, and she was saying that her ex-boyfriend, we asked her why everything fell apart, and she said that he just became complacent that like when she first got with him, he didn't have a job. He got a job, and it was just like that's where he wanted to be, and he got his car, and then 3 years later, and it was just the same thing like all the time. And she was like, "Can we move to the next step so we can get an apartment? We're staying at my mom's, like so we can move out." And he was just like, "Nah, it's cool. We can stay here. Like, you know, we already got the income set out. We know how much you pay for our bills, everything already." And then she said like 2 months later, she was out. Like she was like, "Nah, forget that." Yeah.
And if I was in her shoes, I'd do the same too.
Yeah, for real. She was out. What would you describe for guys being approaching women? Obviously, we already know physical traits on like getting your body healthier and prepared, being in the gym and stuff like that. Man, I've seen a lot of women, man, we've been interviewing a lot of girls, man, they say like a lot of guys have bad hygiene and stuff coming around, teeth not brushed, smelling sweaty, and just still approaching them like it ain't nothing. Like they just like got every chance in the world. Like what would you recommend for self-improvement from step 1 to step 5, like, or however how many steps you do?
We could go down the rabbit hole all day on this. I'm gonna simplify it for you guys. This is how I personally approach women. So every time I step out and I'm going into a public setting, whether store, the mall, the gym, whatever, the gas station, it don't matter. I live by 3 things. I gotta look good wherever I go. So I'm gonna focus on my hygiene. I'm gonna focus on brushing my teeth, combing my hair, shaving, make sure I'm groomed. Okay, that's the first step. So you want to look good. Then when I go outside, I want to make sure I smell good. You guys, a lot of guys don't really take into consideration how important it is to smell good, man.
Yeah, seriously.
Women have a stronger sense of smell than guys do, okay? Mm-hmm. So she's gonna, you're already distinctive from other guys because, okay, maybe you got like a nice Ralph Lauren or some Tom Ford cologne on you. Yeah. That already distincts you right there. Mm-hmm. I have like this one cologne that I get compliments every single time I go out.
Oh, yeah.
So I recommend. Don't got to be the most expensive cologne, guys, but have, a decent scent on you.
Yeah.
And when you have those two, it's going to make you feel good, guys. It's going to increase your confidence. It's going to increase your drive. It's going to make you give all your F's go out the window, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You're not going to really care anymore. You're going to be, okay, if you get rejected, oh, well, that's not going to bother you.
Yeah, because your confidence, I feel like it'll be right there. You can just move on to the next. It's cool. Like.
Yeah, you're going to... That's the thing about when approaching women. You got to have an abundance mindset. So maybe this one girl at the club rejected you. Okay, oh well. You can literally turn your back around. You're going to see just as many bad girls that was as bad as her. Yeah. It's all about abundance, guys.
Yeah. And
being cool and just being in love with yourself. I've had women try to tell me that I'm too in love with myself. And I literally just had to laugh and walk away. And they'll tell you that you're too cocky. Good. Yeah. I'm glad because that's how I truly feel about myself. Yeah, and the only way to feel about yourself, guys, the only way to have that feeling is by always constantly self-improving on your life, man. You don't become complacent and you know your worth.
Very well spoken.
So that's like my advice, like stepping down.
Okay.
Look good, smell good, feel good. The top 3.
All right. And what would you say, what are 3 traits a man should never lose?
Man should never lose his confidence. Confidence is key. Confidence can put your foot in the door for any opportunity. That comes to jobs, business, and women. A man always has a drive. Man, he needs to be out there chasing his hustle, his ambition, his goal. Never chasing women. We don't do that. They'll come to us.
Yeah. I try to explain, guys, that you understand that there are so many pretty women out there with all different types of shapes, ethnicities, and everything. Like all the way it goes through, especially with social media nowadays, they're available to all of us by the touch of a finger. But they need to understand is that there's a lot of them. And if you're a high value man that has 10 high value items and you carry about 7 to 10 of those traits, like you fill up majority of the jar, that you're very, very limited on the market. So you have more access to more women. Like you said, abundance mindset, that they realize that they don't have, like they're looking past the guy working at the subways, low confidence, the guy at the gas station trying to like make the line, push the lines to her every day because she goes to the same gas station and pump 20 on number 2 all the time. Like those guys are invisible to her. So you have to be the guy that she recognizes and sees that's more rare. The guy that's more rare has more options because he's a rare item. The market determines that.
Exactly. He's going to be attracting a lot more women.
Exactly.
You know what they say, girls, man. The guy who has the most opportunities and abundance, that's who they're after.
Yeah. So
why do you think so crazy at like sports games or concerts? Because those are the guys who have the most options in their life.
Exactly. And if they focus on building themselves up first, the byproduct is the women. The women will see everything that you're doing correctly, everything that you got, your games together, your bodies together, your health together, your mentality's there, your financial part is all together. The stuff is the byproduct. So that way, like you said, don't go chasing the women. Like you focus on yourself and build yourself up. It's a byproduct. Everybody will come to you.
Exactly. The minute a man starts chasing is the minute they just get unattractive. Turned her off. That coochie get dry, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
For real.
And the third thing is a man never can become complacent. That is the killer of dreams, man.
Yeah. Okay.
It's gonna make you lazy. That's gonna make you cool with binge watching Netflix all day, eating Cheetos.
Mm-hmm.
And come on, you don't want to be with a woman doing that. If she was doing that, put yourself in like her shoes too. Like if that's what she's seeing, then yeah, that's like unattractive. You want to be with someone who's ambitious, who has just has goals for himself in general. They don't have to be the craziest, but he wants to go somewhere at least.
Yeah.
But hey, if you have crazy goals, live to that standard, man. Don't hold yourself back.
All the way to the max. What would you say for a guy who finally gets the girl and he's driven, but because he's so driven, obviously the guy who's making the most money and the most active and most successful don't really have too much time on their hands. They're always active all the time. What about the woman that's trying to tell him, nah, you know what, you don't need to do that no more, stay home, and she's trying to like pull him back?
Oh no. Do not ever let that happen. Your goals, your ambition, that always gotta come first. Even for like married guys out there, when your significant other is cool with just, you know, falling in line and listening to her. Once she's leading, that's when, okay, now the power's in her hands. Mm-hmm. That's going to unattract her. What do women always want? A masculine leader.
That's right.
Because women, let's be honest, they speak on emotions, how they feel in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But you as a man should know, okay, this is what's best for her. She may not see that right now, but I know this is what's best for her.
That's right.
Because you lead, man.
Yeah. All right.
So for all you married guys out there and your wife's telling you you got to cuddle every Sunday, nah, man, you better go be chasing that bag.
For real. Get that money. That's right. And make sure, whatever, man, you got that hour, 2 hours, man, all to yourself, man, and getting that body together or getting that money together. It's one or the other.
Exactly.
All right. I mean, you pretty much filled up my bag pretty fast, man. That's pretty pretty good. I hope you guys got a lot of information out of this stuff, man. It's speaking a lot of good word, man. And if for all my subscribers, man, that follow me, man, make sure to tune into this channel. I'm gonna put all this information on down below, man. And can you give me your Instagram too, so they can follow you on Instagram?
Yeah, my Instagram is ElexCells, so it's ELEXCELS, the same as my YouTube. Guys, I appreciate you listening to me. It's always good to make sure that guys are tuning out at the program and always focusing and improving their lifestyles. As long as this helped out one person, then that just makes me
man. It does.
Happy.
Exactly, it does something, man. You guys make sure, man, check out my boy Eddie, man, and make sure to show his channel some love, man. And appreciate having you, man. Real good convo, man. I hope to as soon as your channel starts expanding just like ours, man, I want to cover back over this again, man, because we're all on our journey, man. So I'm pretty sure we can share some more info going down the line.
Of course, Jermaine. I look forward to it in the future.
All right, man. Appreciate it, man. We'll check you out.
Appreciate you, man.
All right.
Get on your job, nigga. Motivation. Haters better get on your job. Tell them. Haters get on your job, nigga. This motivation. Suck a nigga, get on.